Welcome back to the Smokestack Diesel channel. I got the 16 GMC Denali again. We're having a problem with the TBC, the trailer brake controller. It's when they come on the dash and say service trailer brake controller, or even the gain bar will come up every now and then and ding, 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 say the trailer's disconnected, do all kind of stuff. No trailer's hooked up to it, nothing's there. I run codes on it, and every time the TBC controller will pass. So there's an electrical fault somewhere in the controller probably. That's usually where the issue is. So on this one here, we're going to go ahead and replace the controller, which is going to be under the spare tire, so we'll have to drop that. And we're also going to replace the switch up on the dash. So we do have the new GM part numbers here. So this is the switch for the trailer brake. This is going to go in the truck on the dash. And then we've got the module itself that we're going to put under the truck. So I'm going to start off by going ahead and dropping that spare tire and getting up under there and changing that module out. All right, so if you got all your stuff stock in your truck still, your jack and everything is in your truck still, then you should have it up under your seat. It should be right back here. So should have your jack set right back here. It usually has a little piece that screws into it. And I don't know where that is, but it was just laying back there, so we'll just roll with this. This does have the aftermarket bumpers on it, but it doesn't matter. The same principle still applies. So you've got this little door here. So you're going to take the factory keys. Let's see here. So you take the factory key, turn it to the right, and it'll slide out. And then we're going to put the jack tools in there. All right, with your jack tools, you get the two pieces that'll have just the open square end and kind of the male square end, female square and male square. Put those together. You're going to stick the female end in. You feel it grip right there. And then you take your wrench to slide onto the end of that male end and turn it down. You just kind of scoot it out of the way. And then we'll get up under there and see where this TBC controller is. All right, so now we're at the back side, and that is a 10 millimeter right there that'll hold that holds that module on. You're gonna have a little safety tab right here. You're gonna have to kick up to get it unplugged. So I'm gonna go get the other module, and we'll go ahead and get a 10 millimeter to take this off. All right, with our safety tab here, you'll see it down here at the bottom. You push in. Right there, push up on that safety tab, and now you should be able to unplug it. It's going to be a bear because it's not a great design to have a module that sets upside down under a truck. That's just not a great idea. As you can see, it's a very dirty job. There's a bunch of dust in that. If you do have some air available blow out the end of this right here. I've seen them covered in some dirt, depending on what the person does. This customer, he uses his truck for truck stuff, but not like others do. So this one here is not quite as bad, but some of the guys that run through the mud a lot, dude, that fitting right there, or that plug will be full of stuff. All right, so now we're going to take the module itself off. Make sure there's no rocks and stuff in between. They'll be rubbing on both of those. All right, we've got a new GM module. Go ahead and plug her back in. Get that safety latch on it. Make sure it locks. Okay. Spin it and you go back up originally where it was. Wearing safety glasses and goggles for something like this might not be a bad idea, depending on, like I said, how much. This one ain't bad. I've had some that are way worse, but let's see here. All these lined up in the right spot. Drop down in there. And slide it back over. Grab our T30 again. And that's it. That module switched out. So we're gonna go back to the spare tire, lift the spare tire right back up in its place, put our tools back, and then we're gonna go to the front of the truck and replace the actual switch itself in the truck. All right, we've got the spare tire back up, all that put away. So now we're gonna work on changing the controller up here. So one thing you will wanna have is these plastic panel tools. They really help out so you don't scar stuff up. But we're gonna be taking off this side panel, this side piece here, and we gotta pop off these little arms right here. So all right, you'll need something you can kind of get in behind them with. And it doesn't take much just to pry them out just like that. There we go. Now we're going to be taking off this fuse panel, or fuse, just like so. Set that to the side. And then we're going to be taking off this actual piece here. It's just got two pushing clips on the top and bottom. There we go. And on the back side, just unplug everything. You'll have, depending on the trim, but you'll probably have three plugs. And here is the module we'll be replacing right here. So to get that out, is all you do is you got some little tabs right here on the side. You kind of just open it up just a little bit, and this will just pull right out. So on this one here, the factory one's a little bit different. It's kind of wild that you're actually giving you a little bit more. Here's your factory replacement. So it comes with the new, it comes with arms and everything in it. So you just go ahead and replace all your headlight and your four-wheel drive module into this. So since this one's all nice and clean, we'll go ahead and swap everything out of the other one into this. So we just kind of want to see, you can see right there is where the little pin is. The best thing is a tiny little screwdriver. Lift it and twist it at the same time. See, it popped it out. Kind of keep pressure pushed on the front right here. We'll go to the other side. Pop it out, just like so. Come back over. We'll just place it right in the new one. There we go. Same thing here. Do the side that's got, this got one tab on it, this has got two tabs. It's easier to get the one tab loose. You kind of get that one tab loose and then kind of rock it forward out of that one tab and then go to the other side. So two tab, one tab. Four-wheel drive is in the right orientation, so we'll put that in there. Okay. And then as for, so here's a tab on each side, and then you got a tab on the bottom to get the get this cover out. And usually you can just push those through. You can take some pliers and squeeze, because it's got an ear on either side, so you can take some pliers and squeeze it. Sometimes you can do it with just pushing in with a screwdriver. I just always push them out. I just think it's a little easier. Of course, your last one should be your hardest one. Okay. So that out of the way, we got our bezel. We got our new piece. So it sits in just like this here. So go ahead and push it in all corners. Lock it in. Nice and easy, like that. So everything will plug up back where it was. Don't worry about labeling the plugs. They'll only plug into one thing back here, so you're good there. Set it in there like so, and then we're going to take our fuse panel, put it back in place, line up some of the stuff, make sure it's all lined up, and just walk all this stuff in. All right, so there you go. Now we replace the switch and the controller, and we replace the module. So for sure now we've got to have taken care of that problem. Usually I do the module first. The customer said, well, for the money, I think the module was $210, $215. I think this was about $115, somewhere in that for the switch. The customer said, for the money, just go ahead and replace both of them since you have the vehicle. That way when I get it back, it's less cumbersome for me just to bring it back to you to fix the other part that we didn't fix. Just fix both of them, let's get them done. Yes, sir. So we got both of them fixed. There's nothing really to program on these. What's nice about the TBC, you don't have to program them. Sometimes you might have to reset them if you have a check engine light or a module light on, but it will not show a check engine light. It's going to be in the computer deeper. You'll have to dig down in there. Most of the time it'll reset itself. Like I said, this one here, I could never catch it to where it would fail the trailer brake controller. Only thing it would do is just driving down the road randomly, it would do it. So there's nothing to clear. So everything should be good to go on this one. And I sure appreciate you guys for watching. If you would like and subscribe, and I'll try to get some more videos out here, and I will put the part numbers in the description here if you guys want to tackle this one yourself. You guys have a great day. Thank you again for watching.